it's almost November, which for me is time to write business plans. And in the last month here, our regional vice president came to me and asked me if I would take on a larger responsibility besides what I was doing for personal production. So now I'm the area sales manager for the state of Oregon. And I've been out this last week and a half visiting our branches from Medford to Hood River. So it's not a lot of time requirement, but just once a quarter, zipping out and seeing the people. So one of the things that a common thread that I'm meeting with now, probably 12 different loan officers that all do pretty good production, is that they all are in a reactive mode in their businesses versus proactive. So I'm talking to them about, do you write a business plan? You get these kind of stared looks. Do you have a marketing plan? You get kind of just stared looks. And so I'm starting to help the people get more structured to help drive their business, because they all have the talent, but they're all kind of just chasing their tail daily and not utilizing time as efficient as they should. So I put together my 2018 marketing plan. I only brought 15 copies, so if you look to the right or left, you can probably find one of your partners that has one of these. So I wanted to share with you some of the things that I do that you guys could all do, incorporate in your business something similar. So my business coach always states these ringing words in my head that leads solve all problems. So repeat that as a group. Leads solve all problems, right? You can't go broke cashing checks if you have leads, no matter what size they are. And so one thing that I do is try to stay in front of our clients. And have to be, marketing is not something you start and stop, which we've all done in our careers, because you get frustrated because you don't see any return on your investment. You start something, you try it for 2 or 3 months, like this isn't working, and you stop. But you can't plant your seeds of corn and harvest them 2 months later. It takes a full growing season, just like with marketing, right? You have to let things, get ingrained in the community so people think of you, and that's what marketing is just branding, think of you when the opportunity comes up. So some of the examples that I do, and I've listed them here by month, we're not going to go through the entire calendar, but I'll highlight some of the different things that I do, and you guys can find similar products and ideas in different sources. Now I'm fortunate enough to work for a company like Caliber. They provide some of this content for me, and some of it I bring to the table myself. But business boost, what would be a business boost? So business boost, what we define it as, and Tim gets some of these things. It's like, here's a little quirky little thing. It's a lounge chair to put your cell phone in. What it's got? Caliber's branding on it. We have a little quirky saying that we send out. And I can send these out monthly, but I send them out probably every other month. So every other month, my top 50 realtors always get a business boost. So they always get something from us. So we sent that out. I think I brought another sample. These were little travel bottles.
That came in so handy right before I went on my trip, by the way.
So there you go. So Tim's up there and he's shampooing. He goes, oh, no. He thinks of it. So little things, and you can find companies like this online to incorporate and send out your marketing message, and that costs me $5 a month per realtor. So I cannot sit at my desk or have my assistant at my desk, box something up, mail it, run down to the dollar store, find something to do it any less than that. So you can find somebody to do that for you. So realtor birthday campaigns. So we just started this. We try to capture, and Tim, I got to get your birthday. I don't know if we have it. But we get everybody's birthday, and our top 50 realtors, we walk into their office. I have to deliver one this week to happen to be a John L. Scott agent. Go to Costco. That'd be $5. Go to Costco and get a nice arrangement of flowers, taking it over to the agent. We walk into their office on purpose. We're making a big show. My mortgage guy doesn't bring flowers for my birthday, right? You do it in a setting where you're going to get visibility on versus just sending it to the home. Market commentary. So depending on the business, like we have, you hear me talk about it every week, but this is what the market's doing globally. So I send this out on a weekly basis to our top 50 agents. Again, it's just another piece to keep my name in front of them. A lot of people read it. We track it, see who opens it. We have about a 30% hit rate of people actually open it and read it. So it's just something to stay in front of the marketplace. Social media, it's the theme of the day. Lonnie talked about it. She's going to be teaching a class. Lance just talked about content. I put things on Facebook every single month, probably twice a month we do a new posting. So again, just keeping our branding, something related to the industry, something maybe it could be simple as there's a harvest festival coming up or a haunted house coming up, or we're always posting something for our clients. But again, keeping the Caliber name out there, keeping my name out there in the community. Closing gifts. How many folks do closing gifts? I guess it depends on the business, depends on the cost of what you're selling, right? So one of the things that I do is prepare these little closing gifts, and they're actually a set of Lennox crystal flutes, so they're nice, right? About $100. Now I go to Macy's, I get the little silly $25, 25% coupons. I go to this one personal shopper that actually turned in a lead, which I gave to Tim. He got a listing off it just because I go buy $1,000 worth of these things once a quarter and I give them out to my clients. Now, when you go to closing, you have we have a card typically set up, right? And so the card would say, if Tim was the agent, Tim and I were so happy to help you guys take the step of life, we'd like to toast the occasion, right? So we're putting the realtor first, nice little closing gift, signed by my team. So those are some ideas. I also do client appreciation parties. So I do a couple a year. I do lunch and learns. So depending on your business, you bring your people together. My client appreciation party is always the first or the third Sunday right before Thanksgiving. And I go down to Cilium Winery downtown Portland. Doesn't matter what you pick, but that's the place I've been for the last 4 years. All my clients for the past 4 years are invited. They come down, they get a bottle of wine of their choice, and they get a Costco pie of their choice, apple or pumpkin. So I spent about $3,000 on that party. Every year I get the best years, I get 4 transactions out of it. It pays for itself.
Yeah.
So you never know when the lead's gonna come in. It may be a month or two later. And this is an actual true story. I had a client that came in and called me and said, we need to meet, we need to talk about a refinance, and they were there at the party. It was January. Now they got their pie in November. January they came in and we talked. Oh, that pie's so good, we just finished it. I'm going, November? They froze it. So they were pulling a piece out when they wanted to. I've never frozen a Costco pie, but they remembered the pie, came back to me 2 months later. So you never know when something like that, giving back to people, resonates with them. Anyway, thank you for your time. It's a quick 8 minutes. There's 30 seconds left. Does anybody have any questions? Put together a marketing calendar. Hold yourself accountable for it. Be consistent. Marketing is not something you start and stop.
I just want to say, I'm sorry, Don goes first.
Well, Pat did the refinance for our home. We got a great rate, but what I noticed mostly is there was somebody there who was keeping us track of everything that was going on every step of the way. So his customer service was really marvelous. I really appreciate it. My wife, who worries a lot about this stuff, really, really appreciates it.
Yes, thank you. Tim?
No, that's it. We're done.
Okay, thank you.